That belongs in a museum.
Be relatively okay in this matchup right now.
Now, Tides right now is considering how much burn do I want to use on Fibonacci's face, and he has to be considering cards like Jiraxis. If he brings him below 15, that enables Jiraxis as a heal. If he keeps him at a lower life total than 15, or I'm sorry, a higher life total than 15, he is actually going to be able to finish him off with a big round of burst.
Yeah, the 1 damage to face here is a totally valid option because he does have 19 damage exactly stacked up in hand with 9 mana. But that 1 Loot Hoarder on the board actually activates Cult Apothecary and pulls Fibonacci back out of range here if he wants to.
Well, not quite out of range, because remember, that Loot Hoarder is going to be able to attack.
That's very
true. So, Cult Apothecary.
Cult Apothecary is that Bran on board.
Cult Apothecary actually looking like way better heal bot.
It is a spicy play because Bran in play gives 4 whelps to the opponent. So then Cult Apothecary will be a heal back to full. He'll go back to 30 again if he makes that play.
Looks like he's opting for the Faceless Manipulator and the Taunt, though. He's just going to block 2 damage. And yeah,
he has died.
He's going to be dead.
Chooses not to take the healing line here, which is an interesting decision. I guess he felt like his last heal in hand needed to get a little bit more value. Second Ice Lance may have made it all irrelevant in the long run anyway. That's the extra damage he may have needed. But he is going to fire his entire hand at Fibonacci's face, and Tides of Time goes up 2-1 in this series.
Some spicy plays there, and I think Fibonacci might be looking back to this VOD later on and wondering, hey, if I made this other play, would that have going to draw out the Twisting Nether and the hero power from Fibonacci? Looks like he's going to Nightmare and maybe try to set his opponent a little bit lower since there's no more big heals left in the deck. Only Earthen Ring Farseer. It's going to be tricky. Fibonacci has to find 30 damage now. Well, actually he has to find 10 damage. So he has to survive 4 rounds of fatigue without Tides casting a heal.
Yeah, I mean, what that Nightmare was about is twofold. 1, lower your opponent's health. 2, cast another spell. And both of those lead to the same point, which is where he's going to try the all-in Yogg-Saron play on this turn, is what I would expect to see. And this gives it maximum chances of doing what he wants it to do. He's actually not. He's going to go for the totem line here. This is interesting.
That is interesting because he's dead if he doesn't deal with the 6/6 or heal himself. So
I mean, he is dead just to fatigue damage. 20 from hand plus the weapon. Even if the board is clear, he dies to fatigue. Play the Golden Monkey. How much did he fatigue for on this turn? Was it 2?
2, because Blood Mage actually drew him a card.
Right, okay, so on the following turn, it passes back to him. He gets hit down to 27, then fatigues down to 24, and then he is yet again dead on the following turn.
So this is it. Fibonacci gonna play the combo. I think that's a misplay on Tide's part. He has to have been able to calculate that damage. You haven't seen a Power Overwhelming played yet because Dark Peddler was not a Power Overwhelming. So it's always 20 damage, plus 6 from the board, 3 from the hand, and your fatigue. That's exactly 30.
Right.
Well, it's more than 30, but
It objectively is a mistake because the deck list is revealed.
Yeah.
This is looking very, very dangerous. I'm not seeing a way out of this for Tides of Time right now.
Right, and there is definitely an OTK there. Heal Azeel not going to be able to bring him up. Malagos with 4 spells is going to give them 20 additional damage, with 8 damage from the Eviscerate and 6 more from the Sinister Strikes. That's it. This game is absolutely over, and it looks like Fibonacci is going to be the one to go on.
Yeah, Fibonacci knows it as well. You can see him just chilling back in his chair. He's like, there's not enough burst in your deck to kill me. You have no way of playing around my hand right now. This game has ended. The interaction has ceased, and you are about to be eliminated, at least from the upper bracket.
Well, looking at Tides of Time here, thinking about best options. Should I heal for 2? Should I not heal for 2? He doesn't know that his opponent has a full board here. Looks like he's just going to Lava Shock face, though. Not enough mana, really, to heal for 2, of course. He was locked out for 5, so.
I'm out of cards.
Oh, that's the last card.
Yep.
And that's it.
So yeah, similar situation to the previous series. Tides can account for every card in the hand, but what he can't account for there is which cards have been hit by Emperor. So it's not the exact same locked up situation that the previous game was, but still, I think he will be fairly confident that he was dead in that situation. So unfortunately, the awesome Shaman deck we're all looking forward to does prove to be the undoing for Tides of Time, and he is going to have to fight this tournament from the lower bracket.
There are a lot of positives